What's going on, everybody? This is Bronco Juggalo, and it is again time for Top 20 of 2020. And this list is 2000s slashers. Now, we already did 2000 horror films, and my number one film on my list was Freddy vs. Jason. I do love that movie, and of course, with it being two giant slasher icons, it is a slasher film. However, there was another film that I wanted to put on that list that I couldn't because I had Freddy vs. Jason on there. So I decided this time to omit Freddy vs. Jason. Yes, it is my number one, definitely one of my favorite movies of all time, and my favorite horror film of the 2000s. And it is a slasher, but it has been omitted from this list. So coming in at number 20 is a recent watch for me. I did it for Slashback a few weeks back. It is The Pumpkin Carver. Carver spelled with a K. Awesome film. Really did enjoy it. I really had a blast with that movie. Coming in at 19 is one that I have not watched in quite a while. Yeah, I know this doesn't sync up, but I forgot about a movie, so I'm just going to slide it in right here. Coming in at the number 19 spot is the movie P2. Definitely a first-rate slasher flick. Coming in at number 18, we have the film WrestleManiac. This one stars Rey Mysterio, the older Rey Mysterio Sr., not the younger one. Or not the one. Well, they're both old now, but whatever. It stars the original Rey Mysterio as a killer luchador, and I fucking love it. Go check out my review of that one, by the way, guys. You get to see Bill and I in a luchador-style wrestling match against one another. And it was a lot of fun doing that. Coming in at number 17, we have Snoop Dogg in Bones. I have always loved this movie. I've liked it since it came out. I had a blast with it. I've always had a blast with it. And I definitely think you should check it out. Coming in at number 16, we have Adam Green's Hatchet. Now, I know this movie is going to be a lot higher on other people's lists, and I do really like this movie. It's just where it is because of the movies that are also on this list that are edging it out. Like my number 15, Wolf Creek. The first Wolf Creek, I really did enjoy this movie. The first half of it's a little slow, but what we get in the second half just completely makes up for it. Coming in at number 14, we have the movie Inside. Yes, I consider this a slasher and a home invasion, and it is just a damn good film. Now, this is a French movie that is just demented as shit, in my opinion. And it's a Christmas film, and I loved it. Check it out, and check out my review of it. Coming in at number 13, we have the Big Red Machine, Kane and See No Evil. Really did enjoy this movie, guys. Kane surprised me. The WWE studio surprised me with this one. And the second one's even better. Coming in at number 12 spot, we have Wishmaster, The Prophecy Fulfilled. I love this movie. I know a lot of people give this movie shit. I think it's a great film. I have an absolute blast with it. And if you check out my Wishmaster ranking, it ranks a lot higher than people would think. Coming in at number 11, we have My Bloody Valentine 3D. This was a great remake. This is an absolute blast to watch. It's so much fun. It's paced extremely well. And it does total justice to the original. Alright guys, it is time to start the top 10. And coming in at number 10, we have a film that may be controversial on this list, but it is one I definitely consider a slasher. And that is the movie Death Proof from Quentin Tarantino. It is half of the Grindhouse films, the other half being Planet Terror from Robert Rodriguez. But I truly say that Death Proof is a slasher. Our killer just uses a car instead of a knife. Coming in at number 9, we have probably one of the most underrated films of all time, Scream 3. I've always enjoyed Scream 3. I think it's a blast. I just have a lot of fun watching that movie. And I think it is completely underrated. In fact, I think lately Scream has not been getting the respect it deserves. And for the longest time, I was one of the people doubting it, and now I'm actually really into it. Coming in at number 8, we have Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Yes, the Johnny Depp musical film. It is a slasher. We talked about this when I did it for Slashback Saturday. Fucking love this movie. Atmospheric, gothic, completely dark, and completely bloody as hell. Coming in at number 7, we have the Black Christmas remake from 2006. Now, there are going to be a few remakes on this list, guys. I know a lot of people hate on this movie. I do not understand why. I personally prefer this movie to the original. I really love this film. I love the skin cookie part. I think that's amazing. Coming in at number 6, we have the 6th entry into the Leprechaun franchise. We have Leprechaun Back to the Hood. I've always enjoyed this movie a lot. It's one of my favorites. I love all the Leprechaun films, but this one was better than its predecessor, and I think it's a completely underrated movie. Alright guys, down to the nitty gritty, and that is number 5. We are now in the top 5, so let's get it on with Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Now this is an instant classic, a movie I fell in love with as soon as I saw it. I want to get the Scream Factory release. I haven't been able to find it for a good price. I don't know if it's out of print or not, but I do want to pick this one up. Coming in at number 4, we have American Psycho. I fucking love American Psycho. It is a great film. Christian Bale, probably his best performance in my opinion. Coming in at number 3, we have another genre-bending film. We have The Collector. This is one of my favorite movies. I absolutely love this film. And I couldn't believe it it used to be really hard to find. Now you can get it everywhere, but it used to be very hard to find on DVD. Last 2 guys, coming in at number 2, we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake from 2003. This is, in my opinion, a far superior film to the original. Yes, I know people hate me saying that, but it's true. And it is one of my favorite movies of the 2000s, and it's one of my favorite remakes of all time. This is the movie that got me started watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. So that might explain why it's my favorite, but still, I absolutely love this movie, and it completely holds up even 17 years later. Coming in at number 1 is yet another remake, and it is the one that I kicked Freddy vs. Jason off the list for completely. I wanted to put in this one, Friday the 13th, the remake from 2009. This is my absolute favorite remake of all time. I love this movie. It is so good. It's definitely the best movie in the franchise. Now, is it my personal favorite? I'm still going back and forth between this one and Part 6. But it is the best actual film in the franchise. That's for damn sure. It has one of the best guys ever to play Jason, also in my opinion. And I just absolutely love this movie. I definitely think that this is also a movie that showcases how CGI can be used right in a horror film. Well guys, I know that my list is probably not going to make a lot of people happy, but that's okay, it's still my list. This is Bronco Juggalo saying thank you to Jason and Joe for creating this awesome challenge. I haven't done every single one, but I've done as many of them as I can. And I hope that you will continue to do them. And I just want to keep having fun with it. This is Bronco Juggalo saying peace.
Somebody should have told you I'm the wrong one. All fun and games until you see me with the shotgun. Homie, I'm the